Alright, welcome back for one more try at this tonight, my friends. What we've been doing, if you haven't been here, is whip-only runs of Castlevania. I am picking up the whip upgrades, but I'm trying to avoid all other useful items. So no invincibility, no rosaries, no sub-weapons, no meat. We've gotten pretty close. We've gotten pretty close. I've had a couple one death runs. I think both of those included meat. But we are now going vegetarian for our runs, so it makes it a little bit more difficult, but not really that much more. Because of how long I've been working on it. I'm pretty decent at most of the game. I mean, I do make mistakes all the time, but I have a real possibility of making it through any part of the game except the death battle. While I can make it through that, it's much less likely. But we're gonna try our best to get a run off the ground. I'll probably be resetting up until if we have any errors or deaths before stage 5. I'll probably reset the run, so it might take a while before we have one that goes the distance. But I'd like to try and get one more in, at least. It probably will only be one, but who knows? Once you get going, sometimes it kind of gets hard to stop. We want to do this deathless. That's the ultimate goal. I've had several 1cc's, so it could happen. If I get the deathless run, I might look up what are the rules regarding low percent, and maybe strive for a true deathless low percent run. It's a little bit intimidating, the thought to go through the game without the whip upgrades. But I mean, how much more difficult could it really be? Famous last words, right? We are going to go for an any percent run, a damageless any percent run. I think after we get the whip only deathless. Because I've gotten to where every now and then I can actually clear the stages without taking any damage, and if I have the sub weapons to cheese the bosses, then I can get by them without damage too. Typically, for the most part, I'm not perfect at them, but. I wasn't really watching for him to move. I was just trying to predict when he was going to, and clearly I was wrong. Fiend. Leo, welcome in. Back at it again. I am. I couldn't put it down. I had expected I wasn't gonna do this tonight, but then like last night I thought probably I won't play Castlevania tomorrow, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to play it. We did a couple runs at the start of the stream, and now we're doing a couple more here at the end. Well, one more here at the end. The start of the stream runs went pretty well. Like going down the rabbit hole. It's addictive. Completing challenges, like it'll take hold of you, and then especially when you get close to your goal, it's tantalizing. Good old permadeath start over. I suffered with that. I suffered with that with our other game tonight, the Contra game that we played. Oh. It started off so easy and it became so difficult. Better watch out. Two decent stages so far. I forget about that ghost. That one that comes in behind you. I forget about that ghost a lot. Alright. That was a good room. I have trouble with those birds sometimes. No. Stop damaging me. This is scary. This is scary. I need a lot of health for the mummies, and now it's gone. That was weird. It sounded like a treasure, but I didn't see one. Well, this is just all over. But we don't give up until it's truly gone. And always hope for a miracle. Since I'm likely to lose anyway, I'm gonna just see about coming up here and what these guys do. Because if they'll both walk over here, that meat that I'm not allowed to eat. A miracle. Victory. The run lives. This part's so scary because of the threat of walking into an item. Or being knocked back into one. Alright, I've been really bad at these bone dragons. Exhibit A. No. Rip. Actually, I am gonna reset this, but I'm gonna... Oh, no, I'm not. Because I won't have the powered up whip. I was gonna practice the bone dragons, but no good. I usually stop to fight that one merman. Appears that I don't need to do that. Surprise bat. Every now and then I do really well at the bat. I can actually beat the bat damageless from time to time. Doesn't happen super often. But it feels really good when it does. This is the complete opposite of damageless bat. It's actually really fun to fight the bat without the sub-weapon though, because it's a very athletic fight. I like a fight I like a boss fight where you have to do a lot of watching and reacting to the boss, but the bat fight is like at a good pace. It's kind of like it's an athletic battle, but it's kind of a slow one. That's what I like about it. Hiltum up, welcome in. Good to see you again. I'm sure you'll love death then. I'm no stranger. I'm no stranger to the death battle with only. I've been working on this run for a while. I've had a lot of very not fun encounters. That's my one major obstacle with the run is death. Because while I can lose a run at any part, I'm virtually guaranteed to lose a run at death. And these falling spikes here, I've been having a lot of bad luck with these. They should be such an easy obstacle, but... Oh no, I make a lot of bad moves regarding them, I guess. Now I know with Medusa I can just plant myself and tank the hits, but I'm moving around a lot more than I need to because I'm trying to get a feel for what it might take to beat Medusa without taking damage, which I know I'm going to have to move around a lot for. I haven't been I haven't been experimenting with it for very long, so... Clearly I'm not good at it. It's got to be all about luring her toward the bottom of the... Oh no. toward the bottom of the arena so I can jump over. That was close. I know I can whip those fireballs, but I find the timing for jumping them to be easier than whipping them. No! Damage right at the finish line. Alright, we're gonna try that weird experiment with the mummies again. I want them to both go into that corner and kind of stay. They didn't stay. Good. Good. Drop the items behind me, please. No, don't hit me. Lucky on that one. Not so lucky. That was a bad move on my part. For sure. Frankenstein, why do you have to charge me? Oh, what a jerk. Back to the start. Things are going pretty well. Frankenstein had to ruin everything. VR, good to see you. I played VR for too long. Running late/early today. Another long stream. We are on the grind for a glorious achievement that is tantalizingly close. I'm so confused. Feel that? I've been hooked on Tactics Ogre Reborn. Been going 8 hours a night. If you have the opportunity and the energy, you know, make it happen. I'm lucky to be able to stream some pretty unreasonable hours for the time being, so we're gonna enjoy it while we can. Is Tactics Ogre related to Ogre Battle? Or is it just coincidence that they both have Ogre in the title and are RPG strategy type games? I remember I rented Ogre Battle 64 when I was young, and I had no idea what kind of game it was, and I couldn't figure it out. I was so terribly disappointed with it. I'd like to think I'd do better at it if I tried it again today, but might be giving myself too much credit. But I love Ogre Battle 64 is like one of the greatest subtitles in the history of the English language. It's Ogre Battle 64, Person of Lordly Caliber. I just love the sound of that subtitle. It was a fun one. I haven't, yeah, I've never revisited it. I did buy a copy. It's been sitting on my shelf, you know, like so many games for a long time. but I did buy a copy so that I could try it again someday. Need to finish that one someday as well, you say. My grandpa spent a whole year on that game? Oh my goodness. Your grandpa is a person of lordly caliber. It's dedication. Dedication to stick with a game for a whole year. He loved his RPGs, God rest his soul. I don't know what to do about this bird. It behaved weirdly. Oh, I got lucky there. That was very, very atypical behavior. I feel like I played this so much I should be prepared for like any situation, and yet I'm constantly being surprised and terrified. Did I hit the hay? All right, VR. Thank you for stopping in and chatting with me for a little bit. Best of luck with your tactics, ogre. And I hope you sleep well. Don't hit me. Have a good one, Frownie. Good luck on the run. Thank you. We've been doing okay. Frankenstein keeps folding me in half every time I make it to him, though. he's been a real roadblock at the moment. Too many enemies. I'm getting that delicious slowdown. Ah. Well, this is probably doomed. I'm gonna need some perfect bone dragons or a miracle at Frankenstein now. We have a miracle happen every now and then, though, so fingers crossed. Okay, standing right before the candle worked out for me that time. Let's try standing... yeah, this block. I feel like I stand close to the same places a lot of times, and it just doesn't... I get different results. Well, this is rough. I can afford one more hit. That's it. My hit bank is empty. One more. Victory! The run lives! Alright, no resets now. Even if stage 5 falls apart, no resets. We're going to play through the last 2 stages and hope for the best, but if they go poorly, we'll get the extra practice anyway. That's bad. Thank you for the emotes. Thank you, Conga, and welcome to the stream, MK. No meat. So let me remind you, I'm not eating the meat. So, like that damage, I'm going... If I make it to death, I'm still going to have at least that much health missing. And I need all the health I can get. Playing great, Frownie. Thank you, MK. I have beaten death without full health before, so... It's not impossible, but it's super unlikely. What was that? What was that? That was destined to fail. Even if I'd landed, maybe especially if I'd landed on that platform, I'd have been hit in the back with an axe. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, that was close. Red skeleton right on my heels. Why is this game so good? Why is this game just so much fun? I just can never get enough of it. It's like an evergreen. Scary. Levels and enemies are excellent, MK says. I couldn't agree more. Everything is just fantastic. Duck. No. No, he's taking it from me. We were so close. I'm upset. I'm upset. Alright. Well, kill the timer. Run is dead. Let's just get some practice. It's hard to practice with tears in your eyes. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was going to be it. Did I just die to the bone dragon? That's how upset I was. I died to the bone dragon. That's pretty upset. There's a red skeleton up there. Driving me crazy, too. I think I did one up, John. I think I did. Everything I do is bad now. It's hard. It's hard to recover from heartache. I feel like I do have fewer attempts at death that go absolutely nowhere now, though. Most of the time, you know, I feel like now most of the time I do a significant amount of damage to him. So, somehow I am, like, getting a little better at the fight. Ooh, that jump was so lucky, that backward jump. Oh, and then that wasn't... My whip was just too slow. Well, since I talked about doing a significant amount of damage, of course I can't now. That would be inappropriate if I were to do well after talking about doing well. It's not too late. It's not too late. So close. Every time I'm very aware that every time I turn around, I risk a Medusa spawning behind me instead of in front of me. But it's just the way. I mean, what I'm doing works to get me through the hallway most of the time. So. Sometimes you know you could improve, but it's hard to argue with success. Come on, this is our match to lose. Death is on the ropes. Don't let him steal it from us. Victory! A hollow victory. I hate having to dodge fireballs like that. No, I have to do another one. It's so scary. Would you... Say, will you get over here before a bone falls on me? But I didn't even have time to get the words out. Alright. Hopefully we can get by with just one more piece of damage. Yeah, that's good. Alright, Dracula, let's go. Might get hit here. Nope. Good. I thought if you're too close to the wall when he does the high jump, he'll bounce off of it and land on you. At least he does that to me. Dracula in the trash. Let's go. Thank you for the GG. Yet another 1 credit clear. They've become boring to me. Where's the deathless run that we want? Thank you, MK. Thank you, 1UP John, for the GGs. No time for the credits. Let's try to start one more run before I talk myself out of it. I told you I'm addicted. All hail the reset sword, sparing us from the credits. Welcome in, Itty. Good to see you. Good morning to you, my friend. You moved time zones, so you couldn't make it to the beginning of the stream anymore, so now I have to stream... You know, now I have to do all these 8 and 9 hour streams. Just to see you, my friend. Always glad to catch you, even if for a bit. Thank you, Eddie. Always happy to have you. Surprise bat again. Come on, good bat fight. Let's try and look like we know what we're doing. Oh, I'm stuck on the stairs. Got lucky there. That was a beautiful bat fight. Let's go. So I mentioned a couple times, but just once again, tomorrow night we're continuing our work on Survival Kids on the Game Boy Color and Hercules on the Nintendo 64. There'll probably also be some Castlevania, maybe at the beginning of the stream. But not too much, not too much. I really want to make progress in both of those games. They're both. Survival Kids is a lot of fun. It's a really cool adventure game if you've never seen it before. We've been doing Dark Souls on Thursdays, but Dark Souls is Friday this week. I had to do things a little bit differently. So yeah, it's going to be those two games tomorrow. Hercules has been a lot more fun than it deserves to be. I had a bad night with it last time we played, but I'm willing to say that maybe that was largely due to user error. Sometimes up late enough to see the start, but not lately with the dog we adopted. Been exhausted. Keeping the two dogs separated, but happy. It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. And please don't I don't want to guilt you for not being around or anything like that. You know, by all means, I'm happy to have you here whenever I can, but we try to keep this a pressure-free zone. Uh-oh. Life always comes before computer time. Ooh, that rosary. That was a close one. Just need all the enemies to behave themselves. If everybody just minds their manners, does what they're supposed to do, we'll all have a much better time. No. That's not minding your manners, bird. Having a lot of close calls with the items. They're deadlier than most of the enemies. Stage 4. Will we break the curse of Frankenstein? Or will Frankenstein break me? I usually figure whip only is no sub-weapons. You take it to the extreme with a screen wipe and invincibility too. Yeah. I know I tend to go a bit overboard with my sort of house rules on these challenges I set for myself. No meat either. The meat is also forbidden. Whoa. When I'm doing a challenge like this, I'm just attracted to the idea of doing like the purest form of the challenge. Which some might quibble then about the whip upgrades if I word it like that, but I mean, the word whip is in the title. If it were called the whip meat, then maybe I would consider collecting it. Welcome in, first time chatter. Oh, it died. The run died. I was not prepared for Frankenstein. Is that Yurushi? Pleasure to have you. I hope you're doing well this morning. Sorry I lost our run there, right as you came in. Let me see what you had to say. Simon must have the best arch supports ever in order to get up and walk after that long drop. You know it. I've theorized he's got some of those boots from Portal. Let you drop a long way. Deathless 2, itty ass, of course. Yeah, I've done the 1cc. Deathless is all that's left for this challenge. We've done the 1cc a handful of times. Most of those with meat. The meatless was only tacked on very recently. Boots from Skechers. I was thinking of Reeboks. They don't make boots though, do they? What did I see? I watched something recently. I watched a movie where there was like a Reebok product placement, and it really caught my attention because there's a joke about Reeboks in the Super Mario Brothers movie. At the end of the movie, there's a Bomb walking across the area where Mario and Bowser are having their final confrontation, and you see on the he clings to the bottom of a mesh bridge, and you can see in one shot close up on the Bomb's foot, on the bottom of his foot, it's stamped Reebok. But I saw something similar in another movie recently. I can't think of what it was. Alright, I can't keep starting runs. I can't keep starting runs for that much longer. It's almost 8 a.m. for me. And around that time, we're gonna have to stop the clock. We're gonna have to wrap the stream. So in other words, I just need to hurry up and make this happen. Whoa. "24-hour stream." The longest I've gone, I think, is just under 11 hours. I think it was like 10:45. That was Metroid Dread. I was just having so much fun with that game. I just kept the stream going, and I actually would have gone longer. Both of my longest streams would have been longer, but technical difficulties ended them. Twitch started messing up, and I couldn't read the chat anymore. The stream didn't go down, but the chat window died, and I couldn't get chat messages anymore. So I ended that stream, and the other one was Ninja Gaiden. That was like 9 hours and change, and my power went out. Just briefly. I think Jelly did something upstairs, and it tripped the circuit breaker. And so naturally that stream had to end. I did go live again after that to explain what had happened, but because we lost our progress in the game, I was like, well, we'll just end the stream. I'd been stuck on World 6 for like 3 hours at that point, and I was like, I don't have the strength to try and get back there. Dread is a great game. Ooh, that's a nice Metroid emote you got there, One Up John. I really liked Metroid Dread. I would say it's probably currently my second favorite Metroid game, with Super Metroid being the best. I do wish a few things about the game were different, but I do wish it were a little more like Super Metroid, but that's okay. I still had a really great time with it. RIP. I started off going in the wrong direction. That was weird. I don't know if I've ever done that. Maybe that'll change the whole game for me, and we'll have a success like never before. Thank you for sticking with me on this journey, my friends. Just want to let you know that I really appreciate your company. And, you know, I feel like, you know, a grind like this can... A grind like this can sometimes not be the, you know, the most fun thing in the world, but... It really helps and means a lot to me that you'd stick with me through it. And I'm really looking forward to being able to share a success story eventually. First time I've been damaged on stage 1 in a while by anything other than the bat. After we, I don't know if I've mentioned it while you've been here, Eddie, but after we complete this run, I am gonna do a damageless run in any percent. The whip only grind has made me so familiar with the levels that I'm confident I can do damageless if I have the sub weapons. I made one trial attempt at a damageless. Just to see how close I could get. I did one run with the sub weapons, and I took damage 4 times, which sounds like a lot, but only one of them was unmanageable. I took a hit from Frankenstein. He's my Frankenstein is my biggest challenge for a damageless run. I took 2 hits on stage 6, but I know that if I pick up the there's a stopwatch on stage 6, and if I pick that up, then I don't have to worry about either of those 2 hits that I took. And Dracula, I took a hit from Dracula, but I can beat Dracula damageless fairly easily too. So I'm not I'm only worried about Frankenstein on a damageless grind. Whip only damageless is probably never gonna happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure I always said that damageless any percent was never gonna happen, so we'll see. We'll see how much more of my mind I lose. But it feels like whip only damageless is not going to be a thing because death is the major obstacle. But even if it weren't death, Medusa, the mummies, and Frankenstein are all abysmal. Alright, I think this has got to be the last run we start, my friends. So let's try and make it count. If I make an error before stage 5, we'll just wrap it as usual. If I get to stage 5, we'll try and finish the run for the practice. I've talked myself out of words. I'm just sitting here kind of empty-headed. There was a novel I read in high school for an assignment. I think it was A Separate Piece. And there's a part in it, if I'm remembering the right book, there's a part in it at the end where someone's eavesdropping on a conversation between some characters, and one of them is a doctor. And I know the writer described this a lot more eloquently than I'm going to be able to. But he said something like the character thinks to himself, like he imagines that the doctor has all of these words in his vocabulary, and the way he's talking, he's saying so much, and he's saying it all so fast, that it sounds like he has something that he really wants to say in particular, but he's obligated to use every word in his vocabulary at least once or one time before he can ever repeat a word, and so he's trying to rush through every single word he knows to loop back around to the one thing that he wants to say. And just that idea of having to use every word in your vocabulary before you're allowed to repeat a word seemed like a really amusing idea to me. Imagine if you had a game you wanted to play, but you weren't allowed to replay any game you owned until you played every game in your collection. So I do one attempt at one of my Castlevania challenges. I do one attempt, and then I have to play every other game I own before I'm allowed to do a second attempt. That'd be quite the way to play, huh? I think the rosary is the only, like, drop item that never despawns. I mean, you can make it despawn by scrolling it off the screen, but I think if you just sit there and wait by it, I don't think it ever goes away. Oh no. No, when they go down there, they become trouble. I didn't know you could despawn the birds. Huh. That's interesting. I don't like doing that. That feels cheap. But it's interesting to know you can. If they fly down below the ground, that might be my strategy for dealing with them from now on. That bone dragon, he's really good at taking a little piece of damage from me. He's better at it than most. No, don't die here at the mummies, please. Anywhere but the mummies. I've gotten comfortable enough with parts of this run that I'm experimenting. When I'm on attempts at this run, I'm actively experimenting for ideas for other potential runs. Like my Medusa fights and my mummy fights are so sloppy because I'm trying to experiment to figure out how I would defeat them without taking damage without a sub weapon. This is real bad. Our odds of making it past Frankenstein are real low. Oh, thank you, Stevie. I don't feel like I'm succeeding right now, though. You know, I always happy to hear that people are relaxed, but I mean, look at where we are. I have to do damageless Frankenstein. I don't know if I've ever defeated Frankenstein damageless. I'm not even sure that I've defeated him damageless with sub-weapons. We were close. There it goes, my friends. Why don't we finish this run anyway? We'll see about finishing it. I don't know for sure that I'll be able to. We'll give it a shot, though. But tonight is not the night now for the Deathless Run. Maybe tomorrow. Just walking right up to that guy seems to work really well. I wanted to experiment. I wanted to experiment if fighting the bone dragon from there was a good idea. Clearly it wasn't. Why the big jump? Alright, let me kill the timer. It's probably obvious, but like my so I've gone really strict with my interpretation of whip only to, you know, forbid everything except the whip upgrades, the hearts, and the money bags. And while it's probably obvious, I'm allowing the hearts and the money bags because my thought is that they're not useful items, right? The sub-weapons are, you know, obviously weapons, so they're forbidden. I forbid the meat, the invincibility, and the rosary, because they also have a use. They're either offensive or defensive. But the only effect that gathering hearts and money have is because I'm not using sub-weapons. Hearts have their primary effect is gone. But I think you get points for hearts. But anyway, the only effect they have is points. You don't get points for hearts. I was wrong about that. The only effect they have is to help me get extra lives. But if I'm doing it deathless, then extra lives are meaningless anyway, so that's why they don't factor into my thoughts. I don't know if you're allowed to collect them in a low percent run or not. I would kind of expect not, but I don't know the rules. Come on, first try death. Let's do it. We died to Frankenstein a million times, so. So give us the first try death game. Come on. It's not gonna do it. That whip that was coming up from the bottom, I didn't think that was gonna count. The scythe, I mean. I didn't think my whip was gonna strike it. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that in a moment. Either when I die or in between levels. Whichever comes next. But thank you for that, Leo. Ideally, you know, I would do it earlier and it would help me with the death battle, but... don't want to risk interrupting my flow. No! My flow! It's been interrupted by a scythe. Alright. Ooh, and it's a fresh bottle of water, too. The reset sword fell over. Excuse me. We were close. We were close. Ah! Alright, well, I think since it's a dead run, I think I will grab that meat. I know it doesn't often look like it, but I have improved at the death fight. I haven't learned anything new, but I've just from practice have developed like sort of a greater sense of awareness of like watching a scythes with my peripheral vision and just a feel for the fight. It's all sort of like sixth sense type of stuff that's that I've developed, but nothing practical. Like with Dracula, I've gotten better at the Dracula fight because I've learned like how to actively manipulate Dracula's movements. But I've got nothing for death yet. 502 blocked monkey, welcome in. I hope you're well. Welcome to some very slowly improving Castlevania gameplay. It's like the rate that a tree grows, right? You can't really see it happening, but every now and then you take a look and a little bit has changed. Alright, last attempt. Last attempt. If I have to suffer the humiliation of the game over screen, that'll be where we end things. For the night. And thank you for the follow, Blocked Monkey. Pleasure to have you come on board with us. Alright, this one's for all the tomatoes. Me versus death, only one will survive. Oh, this is going badly. Very badly. Yeah, I wore myself out. Hey, there's Jelly I see. Welcome back, Jelly. I know, goodness. I was doing so good. I was getting so close to my goal in Castlevania. I couldn't stop. But I know I need to. Alright, we're going to end here, my friends, with the sadness of the game over screen. But it's okay. I'm not really sad. We had some amazing runs tonight, right? We had a 1-death run. We had a couple that looked like they were going to be really good. A couple 1CCs. So, we're getting there. Thank you for the GG Conga. Very much appreciated. Thank you for being here, everybody. It's always a pleasure to enjoy your fine company, my friends. It makes the stream a wonderful experience, even when I fall short of my goals. I'm always happy to be here when I have you to join me, my friends. So Contra is a lot of fun, we discovered, but wicked hard. We'll come back to Contra probably 2 weeks from now. It'll be on the schedule again. So keep an eye on it. Keep an eye out for it in the Discord. And Castlevania, I'll probably play more Castlevania tomorrow night. I probably won't be able to help myself. The real plan for tomorrow night, though, is Survival Kids on Game Boy Color, Hercules on Nintendo 64. We want to make progress in both of those games. Might even finish Hercules. It's hard to tell. And on Friday night, we're going to be working on our challenge run for Operation C. That's a no items deathless, what we're going for there. I haven't played that one in a while, so I'll be kind of rusty. Stream usually starts up around 11 p.m. Central Time, give or take. I'm not always great at being as on time as I'd like to be, but I do always try to give a heads up in the Discord when it's about to happen. If you're not following the stream, I'd like to recommend that you at least consider doing so, because that greatly increases the chances that we're going to get to enjoy having you around here again sometime, my friends. And if you're interested in joining the Discord, just send me a whisper, and I'll send you an invite link. Would be happy to have you. You can see things like the upcoming schedule, get announcements when we're going live, see a list of the games that we've beaten on the stream, and keep in touch with the other fine people who hang out around these parts when the stream isn't live. I'm sending us off in the direction of Toya tonight. Toya is a super friendly streamer. Does a wide variety of things. Sometimes retro stuff, sometimes retro inspired stuff. I don't know what he's playing right now. Wings of Vi. It looks retro-ish. I don't know if it's a throwback though. I suspect it's probably a more modern throwback kind of game. But come along and check out his stream. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Like I said, he's super friendly. He's very chatty, so strike up a conversation with him if you are so inclined, my friends. Thank you for the palms, Itty. Well, the cool palms. We'll try to do good at the run. We'll try to do good at the run. So one last time, my friends, thank you very much for being here. I hope that you will come back to join me again in the very near future. That's all the stream I have for you for tonight. It's time to head out. So let's go on an adventure.